Hey guys, welcome back to Super Paper Mario. Last time, we completed the flopside pit of 100 trials and beat Shadow, the boss of it. We also gained the ability to stay in 3D for as long as we like, so flipping is no longer a worry. This time, we go back up Flipside Tower, and we're gonna take on the Duel of 100 in Sammer's Kingdom. And thankfully, this is the last thing of 100 whatevers we have to do. So, overall, there are like 400 trials you have to complete in the post-game. And like I said, the rewards, they're not exactly worth it. I would only recommend doing these if you really want to get 100%. And something else I should mention is that off-screen I did some inventory management. I put a lot of our items back in. I sold our remaining emergency rations since we don't need them anymore. Instead, I withdrew our mystery box, and I also took out all the Ultra Shroom Shakes we had in storage and cooked them into Shroom States. I was also able to buy 3 more from Natso and Flopside. He's the guy who runs the shop there, and that's why we have 99 coins. Anyway, to show you guys what this is like, well, actually that might not be the best way to put it. I'm going to explain what my strategy is here, and it's basically going to be, once again, just use Bowser and carry, although there are several other strategies I would recommend doing. We've met this guy before. He's the first Sammer guy. Most of these guys can just be beaten by, just by breathing fire on them. We saw this before, back when we did the trial for the first time. And I'm not going to show off the whole thing. I am going to be speeding up again like I did for the pits. So, yeah, that's really all there is to it. There are different kinds of Sammer guys that I'm going to point out. I have to point out some. For instance, the green guys aren't special. The blue ones can jump, and the red ones can jump and shoot shockwaves. I'm going to be pointing out any new types we encounter, even though there aren't that many. And I'll also be going over the Sammer guys' names, their stats, and what their names reference in post-commentary. I'll slow down for any Sammer guys who I think are especially funny, but that's really all there's going to be to it. Another strategy I want to point out is, let's use Berry for this. Berry spikes won't damage an enemy, but they will repel an enemy so you can breathe on them. This guy can jump, so let's show this off. Actually, no, he can damage them. But yeah, sometimes they can jump on you, and you can just use Berry to get rid of them, and they also go a bit away, so you can just essentially repel them. So like I said, what you really want to do is just go in with Bowser and use Dottie or Berry. No, Carry or Berry. I don't know where I thought of Dottie from. Although Dottie is also good because... Actually, I want to test that. Most enemies won't move. Oh wait, you automatically get maximized, so you can't... Okay, so I see. If you go in with the Dottie, you won't be able to minimize in time unless you get far away, I guess. So that would be a good strategy, but there are better ones, like I said, with Carry and Berry. And I don't really have anything else to say. I will be pointing out anything interesting I see, but that's really good. That's really all there is to it. So I'll see you guys by Sammer Guy 21, who is a unique one I want to point out. So it turns out the 21st guy wasn't the one I wanted to talk about, but I did discover that Berry can reflect shockwaves they shoot at you, so once again he's very good in that regard. Anyway, moving on. So starting off the descriptions of the Sammer guys, I decided not to include the first 20 ones because, well, we've already seen them, and we're at a much higher level than we were then, so you can take care of them with ease, and their stats are also low anyway, it doesn't matter. But to give you a sense of what you'll be going up against after that, I'll read out the stats for the rest of them. The Guardian of the 21st Gate is Thrashing Prawn. He has 20 HP, 2 attack, he can use sword beams, and he has a spike. His name is a reference to prawns, which are shellfish. The Guardian of the 22nd Gate is Thousand Year Roar. His name is a reference to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. He's able to jump, and he can also move fast. He has 15 HP and 2 attack. The Guardian of the 23rd Gate is Unshy Guy, who's, well, an inversion of Shy Guys. He can jump, and he's also slow. He does have a spike and a mace. He has 30 HP and 3 attack. Up next is Useless Badge, whose name is a reference to, well, useless badges, such as the attack effects badges, or the slow go badges from Paper Mario, which were basically just for, well, shits and giggles, for lack of a better term. He wields a mace and has 15 HP and 3 attack. Alright, so starting off on round 25, the last round of Chapter 6, Level 1. Up here is going to be a Night Samurai.
Found this! I am Sunshine Flood, the shining beacon that exposes your filthy filth. I will mount the stage with your filthy clothes. Filthy filth.
This guy's name is a reference to, well, Super Mario Sunshine Flood. And he's down 1 hit. I've been dirted.
You have shamed me. You are truly a champion. A filthy champion, but a champion nonetheless. Now you may go and prove your filthy even stronger samurai guys.
He is able to shoot beams, jump, and he also has a spike. There are only 2 Knight Samurais, and they can both shoot beams, jump, and have a spike. He uniquely can extend his sword and flip into 3D. With that, we finally reached the end of Chapter 6, Level 1 for the first legit time, I guess. You're able to save in between chapters as if it were the normal story. So unlike the pit, there are checkpoints. I am going to save right here because I have a backup file on store. So there's nothing to worry about. And we can also play through Chapter 6, Level 2 for, well, the first real time, I guess. And speaking of that, you can finally read the descriptions of the chapters in the chapter log. So let's get this thing started again.
Whatcha? Kyo! 20th Gate Show! Yelling Yucks here! Pachow!
I love this guy. Something else I want to talk about is hold on.
Kyo!
My battle screams had no effect on you. That was the first time I had to fight. Everyone else ran away when I started shouting long, crazy strings of nonsense. You may pass, but do not tell the others. They think I'm an insane grandmaster. I always like this one guy. I love how you start screaming at you, and then it turns out it was all just an act. Anyway, I took some damage in the first segment because I was experimenting with Barry. And it seems like Barry won't damage them if they're in the middle of attacking you, so I end up getting beat up quite a bit. So I'd recommend sticking to a single strategy and using that, and only deviating from it if you have to. For instance, this guy is probably going to jump at us. Yes, he is, but you can easily just counter that by jumping on him again. If I used Barry there, he might have been able to unleash a lot of attacks on me, so I'd recommend only deviating from your strategy if you have to. But anyway, back to the montage. Actually, no. This guy is a red-blue samurai. He can shoot balls of energy from his mace, and he can jump. The Guardian of the 26th Gate is Grandmaster Kickface. His name doesn't really seem to reference anything. He has sword beams and he can move fast. He has 20 HP and 2 attack. The Guardian of the 27th Gate is Soaring Cape, who has 20 HP and 3 attack. He's able to jump, and his name is a reference to the cape from Super Mario World, which allows you to fly. I also want to mention that Yowling Yucks has 40 HP and 2 attack, and his name references Yuckses, which are enemies from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. The Guardian of the 29th Gate is Mystical Whistle. He has 20 HP and 2 attack, he can jump, and his name is a reference to the Magic Whistle from Super Mario Bros. 3. The Magic Whistle would allow you to skip worlds. It also originated in The Legend of Zelda interesting little Easter egg. The 30th Guardian is Laughing X-Naut, who has 30 HP and 2 attack. He can shoot energy balls, and his name is a reference to X-Nauts from Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. They're basically the main villainous faction in that game. The Guardian of the 31st Gate is Dancing on Turtles, who has 20 HP and 3 attack. He's able to move fast, and his name is a reference to, well, jumping on Koopas. The next Guardian is Fathomless Chasm of Falling, who has 25 HP and 3 attack. He can use sword beams and can summon a Ninja ally. His name is, well, referencing Bottomless Pits. The Guardian of the 33rd Gate is Thirsting Bones, who has 20 HP and 4 attack. His name is a pun on Dry Bones. Up next is Molten Panther, who has 30 HP and 3 attack. He's able to jump and he moves fast. His name references the Fire Lion from Kirby's Adventure / Nightmare in Dreamland. Or at least that's what he's assumed to reference, perhaps. Up next is Peking Boo, who has 25 HP and 2 attack. His name is a reference to Boos and also is a pun on the phrase peekaboo. He can shoot energy balls and has a spike. Up next is Action Commander, who has 20 HP and 4 attack. He can use Sword Waves, and his name is a reference to action commands from Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario, and Mario & Luigi. Up next is Bullet Bill, who has 25 HP, 3 attack, and can move fast. His name is upon, well, Bullet Bills. Guardian of the 40th Gate is Sliding Shell, who has 1 HP and 3 attack, and he can jump and move fast because he's small. The next one is Software Pirate, who has 35 HP and 2 attack. His name references, well, pirated software. He can use sword beams and can jump. Then we have Flailing Boom Boom, who has 20 HP and 3 attack. His name is a reference to the enemy of Boom Boom, the mini-boss from Super Mario Bros. 3. He can also jump and moves fast. Now we have Son of Displeasure, who has 40 HP and 5 attack. His name references the Angry Sun. He can jump and move slow, and he also has a spike. Now we have Furious Fang of Goom, who has 30 HP and 1 attack. He can use energy balls, and his name references Goomba Fangs. The Guardian of this gate is Zesty Recipe, who has 20 HP and 4 attack. His name references Zesty from Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, and he can summon ninjas, and he also has a spike. Alright, we have a new kind of samurai, the Rainbow. They can flip into 3D, they can extend their sword across the stage, and the Mace variant can shoot beams. So he's able to flip between dimensions and worlds, as he was saying, and that's pretty much all there is. Showing right there, you can actually breathe fire in them and they'll take damage after they've warped, so you don't really have to worry about them. Anyway, let's continue on. The guy was Warping Pipe. He had 25 HP, 2 attack. He can also extend his sword, and his name references, well, warp pipes and flipping between 3D and 2D. Then we have Fruit and Belly, who has 30 HP and 2 attack, which references the gimmick of having Yoshi eat fruit, and he can use sword beams and can jump. The next one is Last Sheep, who has 20 HP and 3 attack. His name references Sleepy Sheeps. He can move fast and summon ninjas. The next one is Infinity Schlurp, who references the Schlurp enemies we've seen. He has 30 HP, 4 attack, and has a spike. Up next is Spanner of Rock, who has 40 HP and 3 attack. He has sword beams, can move fast, and summon ninja allies. He has a spike, and his name references Rocky Wrenches. A spanner is, well, another term for a wrench. The Guardian of the 49th Gate is Star of 7 Shards, who has 30 HP and 4 attack. He can extend his sword and flip between dimensions, and his name references the Star Shards from Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars. Alright, so I've made it to the 50th gate. A frigid wind when it blows up the small of your back. Eats the hoary breath of Ice World. Every traveler must come upon me eventually. You find me at the 50th gate. This guy's name is reference to the Ice World that's usually in a Mario game. You try to tiptoe past my stormy wrath, but you bring down the avalanche! And he's defeated in 2 hits. And so I melt. How fitting it is that we defeat him with fire. You have to be in Ice World, which means you can fight Bonus World. Just kidding. And with that, we have reached the end of Chapter 6, Level 2. I've been recording for about 30 minutes now, so I'm assuming this will take me just about an hour. This is shorter than the Pit of 100 Trials, and honestly, in hindsight, I feel like I probably should have done this before that. This is much easier than the other ones, and there are also checkpoints. But with that, we're actually able to get started on Chapter 6, Level 3, one of the levels we haven't seen before. I also want to point out how the... Oh, hey, the one flower kind of looks like a dove. The last one had starflowers, which I thought was pretty cool. I kind of wonder if all the levels have unique flowers I haven't noticed yet. But this is Samur's Proving Grounds, and it's one of the few levels we haven't seen yet, so that's kind of interesting, I guess. You'll also notice that there are banners on the sides of the stage. In the first sector, there are 1 on both sides. The second, there are 2. And this one, there are 3. So that's another little nice Easter egg, I guess. But with that, I'll see you guys back whenever something interesting happens, I guess. The Guardian of the 51st Gate is Weeping Pokey, who has 20 HP and 3 attack. He can move fast, and his name references Pokies. I'm so glad I can remember which samurai guards which gate now, because I totally lost track and that's why I repeated so many of the same intros in the last segment. But anyway, the Guardian of the 52nd Gate is Hammer Uncle, who has 25 HP and 2 attack. He can shoot energy balls, and his name references Hammer Bros. Number 53 is Squatting Toad, who has 1 HP and 3 attack. He can jump, is small, and has a spike. His name references Toads. The Guardian of the 54th Gate is Ageless Goomba, who has 25 HP and 4 attack. He can move fast, and his name, well, references the fact that Goombas are ageless because they don't show any signs of aging except for Professor Frankly, and they always respawn. Number 55 is the negative one, who references the Minus World glitch. He has 30 HP, 3 attack, and can jump. Number 56 is Bob the Silent Blade, which references Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob. He has 30 HP and 3 attack. He can summon Ninjons. He moves fast, can jump, and has sword beams, and also has a spike. The 57th one is Piranha Root. He has 20 HP, 3 attack, and his name references Piranha Plant's roots. The next one is Over the Flagpole. God damn it, I forgot the number again. He has 35 HP and 3 attack, and his name references goal poles. This one is Cheap Chop. He has 30 HP and 4 attack. He can flip between dimensions and extend his sword. He also has a spike, and his name is a reference to Cheap Chomp. This guy is Raging Blarg. He has 20 HP and 3 attack. He can jump and moves fast, and his name references Blargs. Number 61, I was finally able to go ahead and get back on track, is Sleeping Turnip. He has 45 HP and 5 attack. He's a big samurai. He can jump and roll, and his name references Turnips from Super Mario Bros. 2. Number 62 is Wave the Blooper, who has 30 HP and 3 attack. He has sword beams and can jump, and his name references Bloopers. He also changes his name to Wave the Loser after a defeat. The Guardian of the 63rd Gate is Phantogrin, who references Phantos from Super Mario Bros. 2. There's a lot of references to that game here. He has 25 HP and 6 attack. He is fast and can summon Ninjons, and he also has a spike. The 64th one is Invisible Brock, whose name references Hidden Blocks. He has 60 HP and 3 attack, and he can summon energy balls and jump. Number 65 is Chomp of Eternity. His name references Chain Chomps. He has 20 HP, 4 attack, can move fast, and jump. Number 66 is Monty Awaits. He has 35 HP, 3 attack. He can jump, use sword beams, and summon Ninjons.
I am Mustard of Doom. Soon you'll know I am the guardian of the 67th gate. Your face is nonsense. It is like a sad duel drawn by a person who is ugly. And now we'll have the punishment told upon it. My sword has fury.
This guy's a reference to the character of Fawful from the Mario & Luigi series. His name is a reference to one of Fawful's quotes, "The mustard of your doom" from Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. I had fury. Another one of his memorable quotes is, "I have fury. Now I failed to slather you in justice, but one day the slathering will be mine. Be off, Fawful person," which kind of sounds like Fawful. So another nice little reference I really like. We're about 2/3 through, and I'm at 40 minutes. I used up one of our shroom steaks, and yeah, this is a lot easier than the pits. We're 2/3 through, we've only had to use one so far, so this is definitely a lot easier than them, and I probably should have done this first. Something else I want to mention is that I noticed that in the first segment, each normal samurai will give you 500 points in the second, they'll give you 600, and this one they'll give you 700, so you shouldn't really expect any level ups, but there is a consistent rate. The only exceptions are typically the ones at the very ends of each segment, so keep that in mind. Mustard of Doom had 25 HP and 7 attack, and he also had a spike. Number 68 is Peanut Butter Piter, whose name references Piters from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. He has 45 HP and 5 attack and can jump. The Guardian of the 69th Gate, 69, is Wrath of Waka, who references the unholy rage Waka has at us for beating him up so much. He has 25 HP and 3 attack, he can flip between dimensions, extend his sword, move fast, and also summon ninjons. Micro Boomba is the Guardian of the 70th Gate. He has 1 HP, 3 attack, and his name is upon a Micro Boomba, and it is also said that he also watches Flint Cragley as a nice little Easter egg. He can jump and use sword beams, and he's also small. 72 is Steel Clubba, who has 30 HP and 5 attack. He has energy balls and can use Ninja allies. His name references Clubbas, and he also references the fact that he wants to consult his master atop a hill. That is a reference to the boss Tubble Blubba from Paper Mario 64, who was a Clubba. Tubble Blubba lived at the top of Gussie Gulch in that game, a hill. The Guardian of the 72nd Gate is Staggering Dizzy Fuzzy, who references Fuzzies. He has 20 HP and 4 attack, he moves fast, has a spike, and can summon ninjas. Number 73 is Upward Leaping Ninja. He has 30 HP and 4 attack. He can jump and move fast, and he has a spike. His name is a reference to Ninja. Number 74 is Bronze Shroom, who has 35 HP and 3 attack. He can jump and has energy balls with a spike, and his name is a pun of Golden Mushrooms. Alright, round 75 at 44 minutes. We have another knight guy. And he's probably gonna flip into 3D and get killed in one hit. Yep, I was right. With that, the third segment is over. So let's go to the last chapter of the game. Chapter 6, Level 4. We're in the end game now. I can't believe I referenced that even though it's like a year old. Oh, there's a new shape of flower like I said before. And there's also 4 banners like I pointed out last time. And also the stripes match the overall color of the area, which is kind of clever. And one more thing I want to test, I want to see if my theory is right. Yes, it looks like the ordinary samurai guys in this area will give you 800 points. And I also want to mention that I only pointed out Yowling Yucks and Mustard of Doom because they're the only guys whose lines I remembered. There are a lot of really funny lines here. That's another reason I like this more than the Pit of 100 Trials is because of the funny dialogue. There wasn't any in the pits, and it was kind of just repetitive. This is also repetitive, but there's also some funny lines to keep you entertained. So, like I said, this is a lot better than that was. So anyway, with that, if you're playing this for your first time, I encourage you to, take the time to read the dialogue, but I won't be pointing out any others, so that's really all I gotta say. There's no new kinds of samurai guys between here and the end, so I'll see you guys at round 100. That guy we just fought, Lakitu Storm, had 50 HP and 8 attack. He could flip between dimensions, extend his sword, move fast, and summon ninjaries. His name is upon Lakitus. Starting off the final section, number 76 is Wandering Spiny, who has 50 HP and 6 attack. He can summon Ninjons, and his name is a reference to Spinies. The Guardian of the 77th Gate is Ripper Van Fish, who has 50 HP and 5 attack. His name is a pun on Rip Van Fish from Super Mario World, and he also makes sleep references, once again referencing Rip Van Winkle. The Guardian of the 78th Gate is Infinite Jump, who, well, references sometimes you can jump on enemies infinitely. He has a spike, can jump and use energy balls, and he has 25 HP and 4 attack. Up next is Alternate Path, who has 30 HP and 6 attack. He can jump, and he references hidden exits from Super Mario World and later games like New Super Mario Bros. Number 80 is Daisy the Merciless, who has 30 HP and 5 attack. His name is a reference to Amazy Daisies, and he uses energy balls. Number 81 is Smiling Cloud, who references the clouds Lakitus ride on. He has 35 HP and 6 attack. He has a spike, and he can flip, extend his sword, and summon Ninjons. The Guardian of the 82nd Gate is Bullet Ball, who once again references Bullet Bills. He has 20 HP and 5 attack, and he can also jump. Number 83 is Block of Pow, who references Pow Blocks. He is a big samurai guy, and he has 70 HP and 8 attack. 84 is Inferno Flower, who references Fire Flowers. He uses energy balls that can jump, and he has 35 HP and 5 attack. The 85th Samurai guy is Plug Sniffit, who has 25 HP and 7 attack. He has a spike and can use energy balls, jump, and summon ninjas. His name references Sniffits, and once you defeat him, he changes his name to Unplugged Sniffit since his sinuses get cleared up. Next is Bounding Star, who has 1 HP and 4 attack. He's small, he can use sword beams, jump, and move fast. His name references Superstars. Number 87 is Metal Cap, who references Metal Caps from Super Mario 64. He has a spike and also has 30 HP and 6 attack. Number 88 is Belly of the Yoshi, who has 50 HP and 6 attack. He is able to jump. His name references Yube from Mario & Luigi Partners in Time, who eats the party in that game. Although he could just reference Yoshi's in general, but I like to think it's a reference to Partners in Time because that game deserves more love. Up next is No Charging Chuck, who references Charging Chucks. He's able to summon Ninjons and has 30 HP and 8 attack. The 90th Samurai guy is Climbing Vine, who references vines that lead to coin heavens. He has a spike as well as 50 HP and 5 attack. He can also use sword beams and jump. Number 91 is Quizmo Question That Has No Answer. His name is a reference to Chuck Quizmo, a character from Paper Mario 64 who would ask you trivia questions. And he has 25 HP and 7 attack as well as a spike. Number 91 is Strolling Patooey, who references Patooey Piranhas, and he has 30 HP and 6 attack. He is able to jump, and that's pretty much it. Number 92 is Fuzzy on Face. His name is a reference to fuzzies and how they would latch onto your face in the first Paper Mario games. He is small, has a spike, is able to move fast, use spore beams, jump, and summon Ninjons. And with all that, he only has 1 HP and 5 attack. Number 94 is Glitz Blade, who is a reference to the Glitz Pit from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. He has 45 HP and 6 attack. He's able to flip, use Ninjons, extend his sword, move fast, and he also has a spike on top of all of that. Number 95 is Cloak of Tanuki, whose name is a pun on Tanuki suits. He has 20 HP and 1 attack. Samurai Guy 96 is Coin Harvester Without Remorse, who references players who go out of their way to get coins. He's able to summon Ninjaries and jump, and he has 40 HP, 5 attack, and a spike. Number 97 is Pidgeot on Wind's Breath, who has 99 HP and 6 attack. He has a spike, and can use energy balls, jump, move fast, and summon Ninjaries. His name is a reference to Pidgeots from Super Mario Bros. 2, another reference to that game. Number 98 is Sensei Rough Puff, who's a reference to Rough Puffs. He has 50 HP and 7 attack. He can summon Ninjaries and use energy balls. Number 99 is Pit of Crying Shames. How perfect, since the name references the Pit of 100 Trials. He has 70 HP and 8 attack, and he summons Ninjaries and has a spike. Another thing I want to mention is that there was also a Pit of 100 Trials in the Thousand Year Door, so it wasn't a unique concept to this game. I don't think I've mentioned that before, so I just wanted to put that in here. At long last, I have beaten the 99th Samurai. I used up 2 more shroom steaks, so we're all set. I also gained 7 coins from defeating the variants of Ninjos. But with that, here we go. Until you arrive at last. It is this place you seek. The 100th Gate. I am End Boss, greatest of all the Samurais. It is my duty as End Boss to laugh at your feeble party and proclaim your doom! Shall we begin, Challenger? Ha! You're pathetic! Prepare to be crushed as the universe withers! Round 100, begin. Starting off the fight, let's finally use our mystery box. Okay. This is a stopwatch. I'm pressing the 2 button, that didn't do anything. Okay, so he's frozen for a bit, I guess. That was a little anticlimactic. I was hoping it would be... I was honestly kind of hoping it would be something that would just totally screw me over, because that would be funny. But anyway, that's M-Boss, by far the most famous samurai in history. He won a Sammy at last year's Sam Awards for Best Final Boss Performance. His name is just a reference to final bosses in general, and, he's down. Roll credits. How did I do? I've been preparing for my big scene for years. I was worried about that final line, though. Was it M-Boss enough? No, I knew I should have gone with something about the willing of all creatures. I was only worried that it would be too over the top. Enough talk. King Samurai awaits you in the next room. Go now, champion. And so, we're finally done. Let's get our reward for beating all the samurais. And funnily enough, I'm actually at an hour in the recording now. I have to say, I love the way this looks with the yellow background and, like, the sun. Oh, bravo! Our jaws are agape at the spectacle of your warrior prowess, Challenger. I never imagined you'd be the victor. Didn't all that savage combat get boring? But I digress. I am true to my word and shall grant you my greatest treasures. We get a Goombella card, a Koops card, a Madame Flurry card, a Yoshi card, a Vivian card, an Admiral Bobbery card, and a Miss Mouse card. These were our party members from Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. Ahem, well you see, I planned on bestowing our pure heart to you, but it's gone. Instead, I present you with these other royal treasures. My charity knows no bounds. Well, that's the end of that. Your battle is over. We are all most entertained. Should you find yourself in our kingdom again someday, do drop in for a melee. Farewell, champion. He just says the same thing. Does Tiptron say anything about him? He's considering turning the Duel of 100 into an amusement water park, so... Now it's beaten, we know what he's gonna do now. We can go back through, but why would we? And, yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anything unique for us if we go back into Chapter 6-1, but let me just see real quick. And on a side note, we finally explored all the areas in the game. So, we can only visit 6-1 again, and now that we've done that, we can't do it again. So, once you've beaten the Duel of 100, your Samurai's Kingdom is basically, well, just this one area, and that's it. We can try going back to into the duels. Wait a second. Can you do it again? Oh no. By royal decree, I've banished my samurai army to vacation. They are probably splashing gleefully in the turquoise waters of a tropical vista. Or is it Vista? I never knew how to pronounce that. The age of the sword is over. They are the last of the samurais. When they come back, I shall issue another decree and put them out to pasture. And then I shall assemble a new army. Perhaps 100 kitty robots, yes. I don't want to imagine an unholy alliance between Francis and the Samurai Kingdom. We can't go through the door, so that's it. Let's go back to Flipside. And so, with all the post-game challenges done, you may be wondering what else is there to do. Well, next time I'm going to show you guys how to make all the recipes in the game. It's going to be more of a compilation than an episode, but I will be showing off where the rest of the cooking discs are and giving out useful tools. And after that, I'm going to make another episode showing off, well, all the maps where you can find the treasures and what they give you. So, the next two episodes are basically going to be compilations, and after that, I'm just going to show off, well, anything I haven't showed off already, any final notes I want to make, and that's it. So, come back next time for, well, a lot of cooking, and that's really it. See you guys next time. Something else I want to mention. M-Boss had 99 HP, 10 attack. He could also breathe fire at you, roll, move fast, but we never saw that. And he also has a spike.